Hey y'all, I want to show y'all a neat trick that I learned doing one of the free courses on the Honeywell Buildings University website. So there's a couple of point functions that you can execute in this. One of them being you can set an SLC device address. This is basically for the old SD or Hoshiki devices. You would hook this up to the SLC program terminals. You put your detector in, and you can see this this option is not valid for IDP devices, which I don't know why it says IDP because this panel can't even run IDP. So yeah, but another thing that I really like, and this goes for all Honeywell panels, it's actually got an SLC device locator, which is really cool. So let's go into this, and once we log into that, shut down the SLC. So let's go ahead and locate module 2. It's locating module 2. Let's silence that. Module 2 is housed in this cabinet, and you can see it's this one. Now it's set to 1. So why is this one blinking? That is because this is a dual monitor module. It actually houses 2 points in it. So this is point 1, this is point 2. So whatever address you set it to, it's going to occupy that address and the one immediately following it. So you can set this to 1, but you can't set this or any of these to 2. You can't do that because then you're going to have a double address trouble. So that's another thing I'll talk about in just a minute. But yeah, and it says mini module. The reasoning for that, I'm not really sure. I guess it's just like having 2 small modules in here, whereas, you know, this one is just a regular size module. Alrighty, so right now we have a double address trouble. So the way you go and fix that is, one way you can do it is by going into the SLC device locator in the point functions. System shut down. Let's go to internal SLC. Now the double address is showing on module 7. So you can see double address detected, locating address 7. It's in this cabinet once again, and you can see, oh, both of these modules are blinking. So this is a really good tool to have and know how to use if you ever run into double addresses and you need to figure out which one is which. And this is another reason why people write the address that the device is supposed to be on it, so that you know which one is supposed to have that address and which one isn't. So that's another thing that I really like. So you can see this one is set to 7, this one is set to 7. I'm gonna change that so that that one is 8. And it would do the same thing if I have, you know, this set to 1 being a dual module, and if I were to set this one to 2, it would also give me a double address. So that's that. So you can see it says relay module, and the double address, it's not saying that anymore. So another thing you can do with this is there is an SLC multi-locator. So you can go in here, look for module 1, module 3. And it says mini and contact. And you can see that's blinking red. So if I were to now change this to 2, it still does the same thing. Just to let you know, hey, it's a different module. It's a dual monitor module. So that's how that works, and they both show up as mini modules. which is interesting, but not necessarily bad. You've also got I/O point control, so you could press enter on this, and that'll basically send the device into alarm like it just did. And then you don't have to worry about resetting the pull station or anything like that. So it basically generates the alarm. You could use that for, you know, doing a drill or something like that. Pretty cool. So, yeah. Anyway, there's just some cool things. You probably, if you're a technician, you probably won't have many people that'll know how to use that, or let alone even someone who will teach you that trick. So that's the stuff that you learn when you take factory training and stuff like that. And this applies to pretty much all of Honeywell, Fahrenheit, you know, all that stuff. Firelight, Notifier, Gamewell, Silent Night. That's what this is. So, yeah. Hope y'all learned something cool. And let me know what else you guys would like to see. And yes, I did change this to this really rare horn strobe, and I love it. So anyway, I will talk to y'all real soon.